Hello, angels. Welcome back to my channel. If you're, returning, and welcome if you're new. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like for me to pick up stronger on your energy for this reading and for future readings, it's actually very powerful. Um, I'm focused on my collective. So if you are going to be part of my collective, I'll be able to pick up more details and more guidance that's catered towards you. So if you'd like that, do that. Here I talk about spirituality, following your passions, and I also do energy and card readings. So if you're interested in that type of content, stay. I already prayed to connect to the highest timeline, like I always do. And I already cleared my energy and the deck's energy. And we're going to get a card for the energy to crown the reading. And the card we got is Six of Cups. You are a person who loves to be of service. You love to fill people up emotionally, people in your community, people around you, whoever's around you. You're so kind to them. You're generous. You fill people up like emotionally. If they're feeling down, you bring them up because you know how to bring yourself up and you fill yourself up emotionally. So you're able to do it for others more effortlessly. I always say, in my readings, and I've been realizing that the reason why I'm saying, is because you have the gift of clear cognizance. So if you know, you just know things. Like when you feel like you can feel that something is true in like every fiber of your being, every cell, every atom within you lights up. Like when you're saying like God has the very best for me, you feel that like in every fiber of your being. Like that our food and water is being poisoned in America, for example. Like it's true. You feel it in every fiber of your being. And so on. The next card we got is Page of Pentacles. So the page is like a very childlike energy. This is a person who's like just beginning, maybe getting like their finances together, getting their material realm like the way they want it to be. Yeah, this is like a person who's not sure yet. They don't know what they want exactly with maybe their job, like what they want to do as um as their career. This is a person who maybe is just starting to get their health in order. Yeah, so maybe you started going to the gym. Maybe you started to eat more healthier. You've been eating more fruits and vegetables. And then we also have the King of Swords. This is someone who's very serious. They're, uh, maybe you're getting serious about your future. the future that you want to build, you want to, hmm, yeah, you want to be of service. Oh, yes, you're beginning to follow your purpose and you're taking it very seriously. And then we also have the Six of Swords. So you've walked away from all the things that do not serve you, that no longer serve you. People like people's negative thoughts about you. Yes, you've been releasing uh what people think of you. You've been letting go of what people think of you, and you're valuing what you think of yourself. Maybe you used to be a person who used to be like head over heart. Basically, think, you would use your logic more than your like feeling how you feel. But yeah, I feel like you're walking away from that type of thinking, and because we have Queen of Swords, and you're becoming more clear within your thoughts, within your mind. Your perspective is changing, and yeah, I feel like you're starting to be more balanced between your head and your heart. Like you don't want to be too much in the heart either, you know, because then if you're not thinking before you taking action and using your heart, if you're too logical, it could go wrong. If you're too much in the heart, it could go wrong. So, yes, you're becoming more balanced with like yeah, with your logic and your feelings. And you're using that to be of service. You're being more balanced between your head and your heart when you are of service to the people around you, the people who need you, and in your own life, and with yourself as well. With the decisions you make in your life, you've been using logic and your heart. You've been following your desires and looking at it logically, like, okay, I love to sing. I love to maybe you want to like, make people feel something emotionally through your song. So you're using your head and your heart to go after like what you want to do. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to be between the head and the heart right now, trying to figure out what this message is saying. But yeah, and then we have Four of Wands. So I feel like this is what Four of Wands, this is like coming together, community, celebration, you know, just basically what you want, all the things that you are trying to manifest. A home, uh, yeah, happiness, like following your passions, going after your desire. Like this is like you already are like doing what you love, like your dream life pretty much, like what you envision your life to be. And then we have the Seven of Swords. It's like a sneaky type of energy. Someone's trying to be sneaky. Maybe you're trying to be sneaky about your life that you're creating. Maybe you're not revealing your dreams and your desires. You're just going after them instead of, yeah, instead of showing everybody your next move, you're being sneaky about it because you're protecting yourself from like evil eye, from people's limiting beliefs. You don't want people projecting their negative beliefs on like your plans. Yes, you should definitely keep doing that because you don't want to reveal your, maybe you don't even know the next step that you're meant to take. We have Three of Wands. This guy in Three of Wands, he's like standing there and he is looking out at the ships. He's watching the ships roll by. So you're looking ahead. You're looking ahead into your future, what you want to manifest, what you want to bring in, what kind of life you want. And maybe someone was being deceptive and sneaky towards you and you walked away from them. Maybe someone was sending you like evil eye. This could be friend, this could be even a relationship. If someone's like not aware of themselves and their thoughts, like, the devil can come through and, implant some negative thinking within people. Yeah, even people closest to you. So, yeah, that's why it's important to catch the red flags or green flags. Be observant. Observe people and like, how they talk about others. Because if they're talking shit about others too all the time, they're most likely talking about you, talking shit about you to somebody else as well. Like if this person is not like a person who confronts, like if something is upsetting to them, um with somebody else, let's say someone in their family, and they don't go to the person and talk to the person and resolve it with the person that they have the conflict with, they come to you and talk shit about this person and complain to you about it, and you'll tell them like, hey, why don't you talk to them about it and like let them know how you feel, and like they don't want to do it, like this is a person who doesn't like talk like authentically with their feelings, they're gonna do the same thing with you, like in relationships and in like love relationships and friendships. So yeah, if you have people like that in your life, then you definitely try to talk to them about it and let them know like, hey, is there anything that's bothering you that I've done, and or that whatever, just talk to them calmly, and they just act like they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to resolve it, like they just want to sweep it under the rug. Then you need to separate yourself from those people, because then there's gonna be a lot of like mental and emotional manipulation, and then when there's that mental and emotional manipulation in relationships, that's when like even physical things can happen, like it escalates. So yes, it's always better to be with people who are open to talking about their feelings and emotions with the actual person, not like gossiping. So yeah, you got, yeah, if you're following your purpose and you want to do good, you want to be of service. Like we have Six of Cups to crown the reading, energy to crown the reading. Maybe you maybe fill this person up emotionally as well. Yeah, you're a person who fills up people emotionally. So of course you definitely filled this person up emotionally, and this person loved that about you. But they weren't sure if if you were being authentic. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people um they're not used to your type of energy, so they're like very skeptical when they first meet you, but then they like see that this is who you truly are. And yeah, maybe people can even sometimes like try to, let me restart the song. People will like try to like trigger you like on purpose so that they can like basically like prove that you're not who you are, like your authenticity, like what kind of kind and loving and compassionate person you are. Like they'll try to like say things to try to trigger you so that like you're to like get your demons, quote unquote demons, to come out. But even then, I feel like even then, like you're still like authentic to who you are. Like if someone treats you wrong, like you just let it go, and you like like if someone's talking shit about you, like you let it go and you tell like the person like I'm giving it to God. Like, karma, I believe in karma. I know karma will go um come back to these people, just like good karma always comes back, like bad karma always comes back too. And like these people are just like shocked at like the person you are, and maybe even try to further trigger you and like influence you to like do things that like are not good for you. And maybe you have like even fallen for the trap, especially like in relationships and friendships. Like we influence each other, so maybe like people have influenced you. I mean, obviously, you have to take accountability for your own. Yeah, you're a person who does take accountability. Like if someone influences you to do something, you don't like blame it on the other person. You take accountability. But I feel like this is something that you learned to like not allow other people to influence you to make decisions that are like unhealthy for you. Yeah, this is something that you were meant to go through so that you can build like a strong direction within yourself so that you can follow your purpose. You're learning the lessons, baby. Your your Four of Wands is coming. Everything, like keep focusing on your vision, what you want to manifest, and stay consistent. It's okay if you're a beginner. That you can, if you're consistent every day, you can actually make like rapid growth in a month versus a person who's like not as consistent, like doing something every single day. Like maybe they'll do it once a week or twice a week, right? Over a month, they're not going to make as much progress versus a person who is devoted and they do like work on their craft every single day. You will make so much growth and you will get to your desired reality. You're you'll already be in your desired reality if you're being consistent, doing what you love, following your desires. Like the process, the journey, you're already exactly where you want to be. Enjoy every step of the way. I love that. Okay, so we're going to move on to another deck. We are going to move on to the Star Seed Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. We already got a card. The card says Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust where you're led. Powerful places. I was just saying, you're exactly where you need to be. I feel like where you are placed on Earth right now, you're exactly where you need to be. You're meant to trust where you are led, and that is towards God, and lead others as well. Lead the people around you to God as well. Okay, I want to read a little bit about this card in the guidebook. So we got two more cards, but we'll look at those after. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. Let me get a sip of my drink, 1 second. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses. Also known as spirit paths, they've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, songlines were the paths traveled by the creator beings as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history, to travel safely across great distances. Ooh, maybe you um, maybe you get information and downloads when you are in certain areas like of the earth. Like if you like maybe there's a certain park that you love to go to. It's like your favorite park and you always go there. Maybe that's like a significant, like maybe there's some powerful energy in that area and that's why you're drawn there. Oh yes, trust where you're being led. Yes. I'm at this park right now. I always go to this park to do readings because there's like not a lot of people here, and I love the nature trails around here and stuff. So yeah, maybe yeah, maybe you're being drawn to these places and you like are getting messages from spirit and God. Yeah, that are important for your journey. So we're going to move on to the next card. It says, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. I feel like you're starting to remember your soul plan. Every day you get more messages and downloads, and you're choosing your destiny, your destined life instead of just what is given. You're choosing, ooh, I feel like you're the first person in your family to do this, to choose to live a different life. Like you're leading humanity into the highest timeline. And that's like, that is a huge, huge purpose that you have, that you're following. I'm so happy for you that you're gonna lead the world to the highest timeline, to the 5D. Well, you're gonna lead people to the 5D, and so that then they can access the 5D on their own, because we're we're humans, we're in the 3D, so we need to stay grounded. But yes, you are leading people to the 5D so that they can access their desired life, what their purpose is, so that they can follow their purpose. And like the more people that do, the we're gonna manifest, we're gonna align to that timeline quicker than it was like destined to be. Yes. It's it's we're getting closer and closer because of you. So keep going. Yes, by the grace of God. Thank you, God, for everything. The next card we got says, Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. I feel like you're very connected to Mother Nature. You love going out, whether it's a beautiful day or it's a rainy day, like you don't care. You just love being in the nature. Even like if you're in an area where it snows, like you don't care. Even if it's snowing, you will still go out and like go for a hike. You'll get dressed up warm. But yeah, this is in this picture, it's like all green and beautiful. Oh, maybe you love to go to waterfalls. Maybe you are in an area where there's like a lot of waterfalls and a lot of mountains. Like in New York, for example, there's like, I don't know, I think like 1,000, at least 1,000 waterfalls, and like so many mountains as well in this area. There's like so many beautiful like nature spots in New York State. Um, So yeah, maybe you live in an area where this is like where there's like a lot of like beautiful like, you know, nature spots that you live to go to. Or maybe there's like a certain spot. Yeah, like I said, power places, like there could be like a certain spot, like a certain park, a certain waterfall, a certain mountain that you've always been drawn to, that you always go to. Slow down. Yes. I feel like you've been slowing down, you've been taking your time, like getting ready. When you drive, you've been taking your time. Or you should slow down, because that is when you will like be more aligned and more in tune with your reality, more aligned with God. When you're like when you're rushing and stuff, like That's that's like low vibrational. That's devil energy. Like when you're rushing, because like the devil's in a rush, you know. God knows that you have all the time in the world. So when you connect with God, you start to slow down, because God reminds you have all the time in the world. Divine timing. Okay, we're gonna move on to another deck. we're gonna get a card from the Spell Casting Oracle deck. It is by Flavia Kate Peters and Barbara Mikla John Free. So yeah, so take some time in nature. Spend more time in nature. If you do already spend time in nature, do it more without any music, without any electronics, just you, the nature. Listen to the wind rustling in the trees. Listen to the bird song. Meditate like on the bird song. Yes. And look at the animals in their environment. The first card we got from the next deck says family. So maybe you've been spending more time with your family, or maybe you should spend more time with your family, or maybe you want to start a family. Maybe you might already have kids, so maybe you want to like expand your family. Maybe you want to have another child, or maybe you want to have a family and you want your family to like be free and have like a, a free life, like free mind, body, soul, and spirit. Soul and spirit, that's the same thing. And then we got home. Home is where the heart is. I'll say that. Home is where the heart is. Maybe you have a cat. In this picture, there's like a black cat. Black cats are lucky to me. So maybe you're very lucky. But back to the family card, I feel like you are breaking generational curses. You are reprogramming your subconscious mind, and you're freeing yourself mentally so that your family can be free. When either the family, if you have a family already, like you're married and you have kids, or maybe you don't yet, but you are like preparing, like you want to heal so that, yeah, so that your family can like keep healing, like keep the cycle going. I feel like you've been envisioning your future home, like you've been manifesting it by doing visualization techniques of like visualizing your future home, like exactly what it's going to look like. Um, Maybe you've been envisioning like your future partner, what he's gonna feel like, what kind of a person he's gonna be, you know. Um, so yeah, you're like focusing on this vision that you want to create, and like the more that you do focus on that vision, and like what, yeah, you're also like envisioning what you're going to be doing in like for your career, with your family, like every detail, like what have been like envisioning, like what you're gonna do, like from the moment that you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, like when of what like you want to manifest, of what kind of life you want. and and if you don't do that, um you should do this. It's very powerful. The more you do it, well, I mean, obviously you don't want to do it all day. You want to actually take action and do those things. But like let's say you're like, okay, what is the future like, or what is my highest timeline? Like what is that version of me do the moment she wakes up, or he? So I wake up early. I go to bed early and I wake up early. And the moment I wake up, I get ready and I go to the gym. right? Maybe you want to go to the gym first thing in the morning. So you envision maybe you have a home gym in your future. You know, this is what you want to manifest. So you wake up and you go downstairs or wherever, upstairs or across the hall to your home gym and you do all your workouts and then you go take a shower and then you start your work, whatever it is that you love to do. For me, I envision me, after the gym and taking a shower, I do my work with guiding others to the best. Happiness. We got the card happiness and guiding people to God. Happiness, yes. You're manifesting like the your happiest, your highest timeline. Clarity. I feel like your vision has been getting more clear. Like the vision that you have for your future is becoming clearer and clearer the more that you envision it. The more details you envision, the clearer the vision becomes, and you've been actually aligning to that timeline slowly. You've been taking like little action every day to free yourself, to free your mind, and transform yourself into that version of you. Yes. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have willpower. I feel, yes, you have the willpower. You're finding the strength within you. I feel like maybe in the past you didn't feel like you had the strength, but you have found this like willpower within you. It's always been there, but you just weren't connecting to it. And I feel like you have found it within you and you're trusting the guidance. We have trust next on the bottom of the deck. It's so funny. When I picked up the willpower card from the bottom of the deck, trust was underneath the willpower card. And then I kept shuffling. And then I looked at the bottom of the deck and trust was there again at the bottom of the deck, even after I shuffled. So you are trusting in divine timing. You're trusting in God. You're just surrendering, you're letting go, and you're trusting that if you take the steps that you need to take, you follow God, you follow what's good with integrity, you think of yourself and the whole planet, the whole universe, that you will align to the highest timeline that God has for you and guide as many people there with you. You know, these celebrities, a lot of them are into satanic worship, and when they sell their soul, one of the things that is a part of their contract is for that they basically vow to the devil that they will bring as many souls as they can with them to hell, to the devil. That's what these celebrities are doing. They are leading people to the devil. But you are the complete opposite of that. You have a contract with God, and you're leading as many souls as you can to God. And those souls are leading as many souls as they can to God. That's so beautiful. I'm like tearing up, like from happiness and joy. I can see the timeline, the highest timeline, and it's gonna be, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. You can see it, you can feel it. When you're envisioning everything that I'm talking about, I know you feel it. We are going to close this reading with an affirmation. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. This card was just on the bottom of the deck. And then I was like, let me just shuffle. And then I just picked the top card and this one was at the top. That's crazy. This is meant to be. All that I need is coming to me in ways I could never have imagined. Yes. The abundance comes in many forms. I'm sure there's times where you can look back and maybe you felt like maybe you wouldn't have enough. But then when the time came, like miracles happened. Like maybe you went to work and like maybe you didn't have enough for lunch. You didn't have any money for lunch and you were just gonna not say anything to anybody and you were just gonna starve through your shift and then come home and like eat an egg at home, right? Because you like maybe needed to save your money for like some bills or for rent or whatever. But when you got to work, your coworker just ended up getting an extra meal for you because they wanted to treat you. And they had no idea that you were going through this, but they just like God provides, God inspires people to be of service and to do good when for God's people. God does that for God's people. God will provide when you need it. And it comes in many ways, ways that I could never have imagined. Oh, I have goosebumps. That is so beautiful. So trust. If you are worried about something, just know God has your back, baby. The next card says, the difficult relationships in my life are the perfect mirror for me to look more closely at my own behavior. Yes, you are a mirror. Check out my previous readings if you want to know more. I like talk about um, how you're a mirror in my previous readings briefly and like I mean, I do long readings, but if you go back to reading or listening to one of my previous readings, then you should listen to the whole thing because there is information in there that you need to hear. So yes, check out my previous readings, but I will say that you are a mirror. Like if someone is, not giving you loyalty, for example, this is like a simple one that I'll just say. Someone's not giving you loyalty that you want. First of all, leave that person. But second of all, where are you not loyal to yourself? If you're allowing a person who's not loyal to you to continue to like be in your life, even friendships, if a friend is not loyal to you, you're telling that friend something and they're going to tell Sally down the road, that's not loyalty. You need to like cut that person out and like don't associate with them because loyalty is important. You can't be telling people your information and then having that information leaked out. That is personal. So you have to choose people who are loyal. But yeah, so this is what that relationship is teaching you. Be loyal to yourself. If you're going to be around like even people who you just meet, maybe you don't know if they can be loyal to if they're loyal yet. Be loyal to yourself and keep it to yourself. If the person you're with is not being loyal to you, keep it to yourself. Don't give them your sexual energy. These people are using your sexual energy, whether you realize it or not. your sexual energy is actually very powerful, and people will like siphon your energy. Especially if you're a person of God, you're a person who is with God. Yeah, people will take advantage of your beautiful energy, of your high vibrational energy, because they don't know how to cultivate it for themselves. So, yes, that relationship is teaching you to be loyal. But yeah, you can apply it to anything. And like, if a person is not listening to you, where are you not listening to yourself? What are you not listening to God within you, maybe? Pay attention. We'll do one more, just because I feel like it. My power lies in my peaceful presence. This is like one of my favorite affirmations. So yes, you can say these to yourself, or you can write them down and do the 369 method. Nikola Tesla 369 method. I did talk about it in one of my previous readings, but if you can just go search it up if you wanted to try it. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye.